You can do it all at home,
I just sold my car.
on your phone.
I just got pre-approved.
I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Super Rink number 5 Championship Sunday here at Squirtacular 2026. And with the immortal Tony Scott, I am merely Jeff Pappas. Tony, good morning to you, sir.
Boy, I didn't know I was immortal.
Excuse me.
I had no idea. Thank you, Jeff, for pronouncing me immortal. But I'm doing fantastic. My voice is a little rough, but...
So is mine. I'm in the middle of my annual...
One of eight today.
In the middle of my annual winter head cold. So I'm going to ask people to pardon me in advance if I make noises that are unnatural at any point during this game. Sioux City Junior Musketeers in the dark uniforms, Minnetonka in the white. And play loose at neutral ice. And now the Musketeers in. Sam Meyer, number 18. Check that hallmark, 98. There we go. It's the first of an octuple header today for yours truly, so I may miss a game here, or may miss a number here and there, but
Don't miss a game.
no, I'm not going to miss a game. No, just a number. I might miss a number every now and again. Hallmark for Sioux City plays it out to center ice, and Minnetonka. Killian Murphy, number 44, will play it in on the backhand and chasing after it, Dawson Martin. This is the Silver Division semifinal.
So this is the Squirt B1 players.
Yes.
Bronze would be the Squirt B2 players.
Okay, and we will see the winning team here later today, I understand it, in the silver final. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Minnetonka making a bid to be that team there as Nick Osberg puts it wide. Now held in by Murphy, and a one-time shot that is off the defense and wide. Minnetonka chasing after it. Carter Jones along the boards, tips it to the point, and now it runs towards the circle, and finally picked up in the high slot. And Minnetonka, Carter Jones throws it towards the net, and Hank Vermeer makes the stop for Sioux City.
My first question is, who's this kid with the blue mask taking slap shots from the top? Gallagher, what in the world is that?
That was a pretty advanced player.
Yeah, it was a very advanced play, and then he's got a blue shield on top of that.
Like,
what's going on here?
It was the shield, not the play.
Both.
Both.
Okay. I needed some caffeine. I don't need it anymore. I just saw that. I'm wide awake now.
I'll take the caffeine if you're not using it. How does that sound? Is Bodie McWhite in the corner for Minnetonka, plays it up the boards. Madigan Mulcahy tries to play it out, can't, and the Musketeers will hold in the slot, and they bring it to the front of the net, and that's where it ends. As Kingston Porter picks it up for Minnetonka, plays out to center. And now back at the blue line, it's Ethan Van Malbeek playing it ahead. 97 on his backhand there, now playing it into the center circle, and that's picked up by McWhite. And here comes Minnetonka back in. Bodie McWhite shoots, and a save by Vermeer off to the near side. We're just underway in our first game of the day. And now played back into the Minnetonka zone, and Schnittger will go back for it. No icing, and I'll go back behind the net. You know, Tony, last time I called 8 games in a day for you was in the show, and you weren't here.
Where were you doing those games?
Mariucci.
Yeah, that was kind of my guess.
Yep, that was a fun day, but didn't have any help, so I'm glad you're here.
I must have been in Bloomington calling games.
Very possibly. I remember some of the players in that.
There's been a lot of good ones in that tournament.
I'm pretty sure I saw Dylan Dean in that tournament.
Ooh, yes. That was the morning games.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
You had Great Plains in that tournament, as I remember.
Yes, I might have been on the bench.
Yeah. That's the name that sticks out to me from that event.
Sammy Nelson, so many good players. Like 5 players that are on the national development team were on that Great Plains team.
Wow.
Mikey Burchild, all committed to college now. It's a fun team. Fun kids, great kids.
All right. Now we've established the linkage here. 8:20 to go in the first period. Minnetonka trying to break out, and it's held and played down by Sully Petch for Sioux City, taken to the corner by Samuel Mendez. Big Sam, as they called him in the warm-ups. And now into the corner. Played down. Petch tries to go back behind the net. And after it for Minnetonka there, McWhite cleared back around to the near side. And finally, Minnetonka will play out to neutral ice, where it's picked up by Brooks Augustine, number 6. Plays to the blue line, chopped at, and now back into the Minnetonka zone. And picked up there by Brooks Daly. Plays it out, and they get a whistle. We got an offside, 7:39 to go.
A lot of good performances this year from the Iowa teams. Sioux City's here in the semis. Des Moines has sent 2 teams that have done really well, so it's fun to see them kind of get propped up in this tournament.
California,
California's doing really well.
a couple of teams that we're going to see today.
Interesting, they're killing teams in their current setup. Last year they went 0-4 in both divisions.
Really?
So we kind of moved them down a little bit. Maybe we got to move them back up next year. It's like relegation in the English Premier League, right?
Yeah. Is there a Wrexham here? I don't know.
We don't know.
They won yesterday and may get promoted 4 times in a row, which is unheard of. Now into the Minnetonka zone. Callagher goes behind the goal for Minnetonka and then is stripped of the puck. Centering pass comes all the way through to the near side as we play 5 minutes of the opening period. Andrew Wildung for Minnetonka playing it ahead, and now Osberg hits the line. The poke checked away from him. And that part of the rink out of my view here due to the teeming throng in attendance on this Sunday morning. And now carried over the line. Jack Spooner goes to the boards and then lost possession. Van Malbeek plays it around behind the net. And that's picked up by Daly from Minnetonka. Loose along the far wall, and Sioux City will pick it up. Now controlled by Minnetonka in front of the goal, and they will step out to center ice. And some good speed there for Schnittker. Comes down the wing, puts on the brakes near the half wall, centers it, comes all the way through to the far side before Mulcahy.
Did he just do a Dennis Samard spinorama backhand pass?
I believe so. Here's a shot right on from Schnittker and a save made by Vermeer. Puck came from out of nowhere, and Schnittker makes the save.
I've told the story a couple times. I reffed another squirt B1 team from Minnetonka. Not this one. First shift, they scored in 7 seconds. I'm like, wait, they put the squirt A team out here, and it wasn't. There's so many talented kids in Minnetonka right now. It's crazy.
Now behind the goal, Mulcahy trying to center. Puck comes to the front of the net, and now here's McWhite from the point. That winds up going behind the goal. 5:44 to go, first period. Wildung tries to hold it in, plays it down the wall. And Minnetonka will set up shop behind the net. And they'll flail away back there. And now Schnittker crashing in. Puck runs up to the boards and finally out. And Sioux City brings the puck to center ice. Tenacious Minnetonka staying on him, and Wildung goes back for it. And it'll go behind the net, pursued there by Mayer to the far side. Mulcahy at center, and now Schnittker down the wing for Minnetonka. Closing, Schnittker takes the shot, but it went off the heel of the stick and right on to Vermeer for a stoppage.
It's amazing the difference between Schnittker in the first part of his shift and the second part. Remember how he just buzzed up the ice there? There he was caught a little flat foot and couldn't get his speed going. So,
well, even kids get tired, right?
I know, that was my point.
And from the point, here's a shot deflected on the way to Vermeer, taken by Eric Charles, wearing lucky 13. And now here comes Augustine, and he's headed off by Brooks Daly. and they all fall down at center ice. Now picked up, and Minnetonka will work in over the line. Thompson to the left side, fires at the goaltender going the opposite way and put it wide to the far side. Now loose along the boards, and Daly plays it down, and here back behind the net, Sioux City going after it. Persinger plays to the right, and now here they come up the near side, but a pass too far at center, turned back by Charles right at the blue line. Thompson going after it for Minnetonka, getting some help from Jason Piant, now played back deep. And Daly going after it, but he'll be second best in that race. And here's Augustine up the boards. Now cleared around behind the net. Van Malbeek for Sioux City. Just over 4 minutes left and a scoreless first as the puck comes to the left side. And now Thompson picks it up, shoots, stick save Vermeer off to the far side as Daly comes in. And now Minnetonka's skill starting to show a little bit here, Tony, as they have a pretty good shift out there, and Sioux City winds up putting it the length of the ice.
That was my observation. I couldn't figure out who the better team was skill-wise in the first 6 minutes. I'm like, looks pretty even. Now I'm starting to see Tonka take over.
Play to the right point. That's going to be held in there by the rampaging Daly. And he centers it. Save made by Wilmert against the, Vermeer rather, against the post, excuse me. Now comes to the near side. And they'll play forward along the boards now. And we'll get an eventual winner. And it's Minnetonka. And it's Murphy swinging it over to the right side. Here's a shot that is blocked. And now Sioux City with a chance to break. Pass up the middle is too far. And Minnetonka got caught there. And a little fortunate as Murphy plays it back to center ice. Now Osberg will play it into the zone. And right back out it comes. Murphy for Tonka with less than 3 minutes to go now in the first period. Still no score, and Osberg tips it in. So it winds up in the Sioux City zone. Now it goes back behind the net where Petch controls for it. Now he lost it in front of the net, and can they hold? Yes, they can. Here's Murphy swinging it around on the boards to the near side, looking to center. That's intercepted. And here's Petch. Back for Sioux City, and Petch gets by Murphy, but not by Brooks Daly. Takes it all the way back behind the net, plays it around for Cooper on the far side, and now Cooper in check there, gets some help from Jones, and now back behind the goal. Sioux City looking to pick it up, and now Daly leans on his man on the boards. Now in the right corner of the Minnetonka zone, 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first period. Minnetonka trying to pick their way out of the zone now, and it's played to the line by Daly. Now held at the line by Van Malbeek, and now played down. And Minnetonka tries to clear up the middle, and finally it comes over to the far side, and Jones is able to blast it ahead. That's going to go the length of the ice. No icing, as they ruled the player coming off the bench could have touched it. And Sioux City will try again. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first period. And out to center ice, Schnitker. Now played in, and here's Kingston Porter over the line. Good pass to the left, and a shot goes wide by Mulcahy, shooting on his off wing. Now it comes in front and winds up behind the net. Augustine plays towards the right point, held there by McWhite. And now with a minute 11 to go, it comes to the left side, and now Minnetonka working to control with Porter on the boards, tied up by Augustine, comes to the right point, and McWhite takes the shot that winds up dying in front of the goal as we hit the last minute of the first period, as announced by the equally immortal Robin Cook.
I would definitely call him immortal.
And here's Porter down the wing. Now a centering pass, and that is Schnitker. Now Porter right on the line, working to his right, 40 seconds to go. A centering pass all alone in front of the goal. Schnitker could not pull the trigger, then shoots, and he scores! Schnitker from a sharp angle had the time to compose himself and scores the first goal of the game with 32 seconds to go in the first.
Well, there's my guy Schnitker again. He's fast, and he can shoot the puck. He had 2 chances there and buried the second one.
Time 11 minutes and 27 seconds of the first period. We have a goal. And it is Schnitker for Minnetonka. Now played in on the stick save. Schnitker's 4th goal of the tournament. And the assist on the goal going to Daly and Tanner Thompson. Here's a shot, and Sioux City comes right back with 3 seconds to go in the period, and they tie it up. Just a quick break in, and Donnie Hallmark has the goal for Sioux City to make it 1-1.
I saw that one coming from a mile away. Hallmark has had a couple stretch passes foiled, and I thought he's going to get one eventually, and he got one and buried it.
First period comes to an end, and our score after one is 1-1. Sioux City and Minnetonka here in the silver semifinals. Quick break here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah,
Even that one?
even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Second period from sheet number 5. And with Tony Scott, Jeff Pappas. Second period 1-1 here in the silver semifinals. And we're off to a good start here. We have 8 games, no waiting here today on sheet number 5. Puck played on out to center. We're going to pace ourselves here as Eric Charles plays it to neutral ice. Minnetonka stung in the last moments of the period, and I've wait for Tony to get back on the headset here. I gotta ask his opinion on something as the puck comes into the Sioux City zone. Obviously never shy to give an opinion. We'll see how Tony reacts as Colton Nesbitt plays to the blue line, banked ahead by Minnetonka, and Peon, a little bit too far, comes out to center, and Petch. And now Sioux City, and then there's a backhanded shot that floats over the top of the goal on the near side by Mayer. And now held at the left point by Nesbitt. Minnetonka trying to bring the puck over to the left boards, and now Sioux City will take over low. Oh, that's a nice move on the line, and a backhanded shot, and what a goal! And again, that's Hallmark, and that goal was wonderful. Just a backhander, top shelf, and it's 2-1 for Sioux City.
He's got one of each now. One on the forehand, one on the backhand. His next one's going to be between the legs for the hat trick.
Well, it's a nice goal by Hallmark. His second of the game. And Minnetonka now trailing by 2-1.
Didn't I just say Minnetonka had more skill? That's the announcer curse.
He did.
Number one.
But so did I. So Stevenson and Martin getting assists. 1 minute and 10 seconds, and I got to get your opinion here, Tony.
Yes, sir.
I have a little bone to pick with the immortal Robin Cook.
I like it.
3.6 seconds to go in the first period. Hallmark scores. What's the time of the goal?
Ooh. It is 11:56.
That's correct. Here's a breakaway. Augustine closing in. He shoots, and a stop made by T.J. Burns.
Gallagher got away with a little bit of a hook on that breakaway there.
He did. Robin announced it at 11:57.
Wow, I'm not impressed.
And great though he is, that's not correct.
It's weird. Those two, they ask for 47 green M&Ms to be in the box every time they show up together. Not 46, not 48. We got to count them out individually.
That's the life of a star.
Yes.
And here comes Sioux City over the line. Mayer, and
That's
Mayer
a body
goes down,
check.
and
Nope,
a
yeah, they
penalty
got it.
coming,
They got
and
it.
now momentum for Sioux City, and they get a 60-second power play out of it as well.
I call these mini power plays.
Yes. And
It's
a bite
mini
size.
power play. It's not a real power play. They barely get the thing set up, and the kid's racing out of the box.
Callaghan gets the penalty for body checking. And it comes at 2:16. That thing with the clock, it's the same reason that the Millennium did not start in 2000. It started in 2001.
Yes. Correct.
Over the line for Sioux City, and Petch puts it wide. 60 seconds of power play. Rebound comes in front. Petch backhanded shot. Save. Rebound. And boy, Sioux City going for the throat now as it comes in front of the net. And they score! It's 3-1.
That's the hat trick.
That is Donnie Hallmark.
Yes.
And was it between the legs?
It was between the goalie's legs.
Okay. Power play, and it's 3-1. So on a bite-sized power play, they are able to come through.
Bite-size, I like that. That's good. I wish I had a vocabulary like you.
Schnitker comes in over the line, takes the shot, loose in front. And Van Malbeek gets the assist at 2:37 on the power play. Now Minnetonka with some work to do. Up the slot, tipped on goal, and the initial shot coming from Mulcahy here. Check that by McWhite at the point. And now play down the wall, and will run towards the middle, and Sioux City will pick it up. Backhanding it out, Martin. And now controlled by Bodie McWhite. On the near side, Mulcahy. And right in front of us, he plays it into the Sioux City zone. McWhite trying to help out. And the Sioux City defender falls. It comes out to center ice. Now played back in and controlled by Dawson Martin. Now Minnetonka. Thompson. Over the line. Has it in the high slot. Now feeds it down low. And going after behind the net, Porter for Minnetonka. Centers it loose at the right edge. And now controlled by Piant for Minnetonka. Now Piant. 1 against 2 in the corner. Finally gets some help from Daly. And it's still behind the cage. Minnetonka trying to hold it deep here. And now comes out of the circle, and Piant takes a shot. Deflected, goes behind the net to Thompson. He centers, and there's Piant after it, and he's got it on the hash mark. Drops it back towards the left point. And shot in front. It comes to Mendez in the high slot. He takes the shot. Save. Rebound is popped over the top by Brooks Daly. And behind the net, Thompson feeds it to the left point. And that shot is blocked off the stick of Charles, who gets it. And then takes a shot right on. And we get a stoppage as Hank Vermeer makes a couple of saves. Minnetonka with a good shift, but not able to score.
You know, Tonka has, after giving up that third goal, has really turned up the heat, and they've turned up their physicality. Got a big play here on the blue line with the body, big plays in the corner. Not illegal body contact, just physicality.
I'm going to ask you to expand on that a little bit, maybe for some of the viewers in a league in a level where body checking is not allowed. How you play physically? As the puck is shot down the ice, and now we got an icing, so you can tell me about it.
You can skate through the hands. I'm an official as well, so we allow a little pushing and shoving. We want kids to learn how to use their body when they get to Bantams where they can body check. It's the ramming of your body into somebody while skating 30 miles an hour we don't want, right? But you can use your body along the boards. You can use your body to gain access to the puck. You just can't use your body as a weapon.
Okay, fair enough. Well explained. Now to the far side, and it's controlled by Murphy. Now played on out to center, and here is Callaghan going back for it for Minnetonka, and he will make the turn at the blue line, and then lost possession. And here's that man again, Hallmark closing, And a shot goes wide of the goal to the near side. 3 goals already for Donnie Hallmark. And now here comes Minnetonka. Over the line, it's Cooper. Going right, now cuts in. Ben Cooper centers it loose, and a pile up in front of the goal. Sioux City will pick it up. 6:27 to go in the second period, and shot back into the Minnetonka zone for Murphy. Excuse me, it goes back behind the goal. Long pass comes to center ice, and now Minnetonka with numbers is able to break over the line. And now here's Carter Jones up the slot. Defense got back. Van Malbeek goes behind the goal, lost possession there. A centering pass comes right between the point men and all the way back into the Minnetonka zone. Murphy goes back for it. Less than 6 minutes to go in the second period. 3-1 for Sioux City. They try for a spot in the Silver Division Finals. Minnetonka breaks in, but not able to hold the puck. Bouncing out to neutral ice. Callaghan will play it. And now it's played into the zone by Schnitker. Back behind the goal. Persinger for Sioux City. Plays it over to the far side for Petch. And Minnetonka in the zone. A centering pass, and they had it set up neatly there, but not able to finish the backdoor play. And now out to center ice. Here comes Sioux City's Mayer over the line, working to his right. Mayer takes the shot, and it was knocked over the net by Burns.
Nice play there by Meyer. Holy smokes.
Now, puck is at center ice. Minnetonka picks it up. And now again, it's Hallmark. We have a whistle behind the play.
Body check on
And a penalty.
somebody.
Yep.
I don't know who it's on. Ooh, it's on Tonka.
The check from behind, too. The referee is using the behind, and it's Schnitker.
He did not call check from behind. I see what you saw there, but had he
didn't
called
call it.
check from behind, it'd be 1 minute penalty.
1 and 10.
And 8 minutes
8?
misconduct. Yes, it's an 8-minute misconduct. The 1 minute minors.
That's good to know.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
And a major penalty is 4 minutes.
Okay. Oh, and a shot off the crossbar there. Well, we saw that yesterday. We had it was announced by the PA announcer as a match penalty for a body check in against the boards.
Did he leave the game?
Yeah, there were 2 players in the penalty box, and it was right at the end of the game.
Oof.
But I wasn't sure if that was the correct nomenclature.
I don't think that is. If you match penalty, you're going to locker room.
That's intent to injure.
Yes.
And certainly was no intent there, but the player did go head first into the boards. The penalty was warranted. But it was just announced in a way that I thought was a bit odd. Now the puck comes in front of the goal. Here's a shot, and it's 4-1. Colton Nesbitt in front of the goal. No, it wasn't Nesbitt.
No, 13.
13, not 17. It's Petch. And it's 4-1 for Sioux City.
It's time for Minnetonka to do a little soul searching because they're out shooting them right now, and they've had some grade A chances. They got to look deep inside, and on a 9 and 10-year-old brain, it's not very deep, but I think they can make it happen. I really do. They got the talent to do it.
Meyer and Hallmark get assists on the goal, and it's 4-1. Sioux City scored 4 in a row here. 3:49 to go. Augustine in the center circle. Mendez in there to help, and Minnetonka has been figuratively punched in the mouth here in the second period with 3 goals, and now a backhander by Petch to the blue line and returned down the wing. Minnetonka's Piant over the line, and now he works towards the front of the net. Piant over skates, but following is Thompson, and a shot goes off the defense to the near side. And right on the blue line, it'll leak out to center and played back in by Daly on a tight offside on Thompson.
That was close.
Probably the right call, though, but super tight. 3:20 to go in the second period. 4-1 Sioux City.
Yeah, obviously, next goal is imperative for the Skippers. If not, it's a runaway for the Junior Musketeers.
Now Murphy backhands it into their zone, and Van Malbeek goes back for it. Plays it up the wall. 3:11 to go in the period. Now it comes out to center, and here's Mayer down the wing. 2-on-1 back pressure. Now here's a shot and a save made by Burns. Did he
did not
put
make
the blocker
save.
pad there? No.
Mayer fired it into the netting over there.
Okay.
Out of play.
I think I'll call this game better when I'm awake.
Yeah, you're doing just fine. You're better than I could ever do, that's for sure. I had somebody yesterday come up to me. I was calling games in the opposite rink. He goes, "You gotta call this too?" Like it was an additional job thing to my job description. I'm like, no, this is the best part of my job is calling the games.
I wouldn't disagree, except I don't run the company. You do, but I do the same thing
This
you do.
is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I'm here isn't trying to jump in on your calls. I'm here for the memories.
All
I
right.
love the memories of these kids scoring goals and winning games.
That makes perfect sense. And Mulcahy puts a shot off the goaltender back behind the net. Now Minnetonka trying to bludgeon their way in front of the goal.
I got a good example of that on the next break.
Okay. And it comes to the right edge and swiping away at it. That's Osberg, and he puts it wide. 2:20 to go. Minnetonka again applying pressure, but not able to find a way through. And puck is shot all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call.
So there's a kid, he's a Bantam AA now for Edina. He was playing in the Squirt B2, the bronze division, the lowest division. And you could tell he was better than everybody. His name is Colton Bang. He scored the game-winning goal in overtime. Bang goes the dynamite, Hornets win, blah, blah, blah. That's a memory I have forever. And I have that, I share that memory with Colton, his mom, his dad, everybody. If I'm sitting out there in the executive suite not calling these games, I don't have that memory.
Wow.
There you go.
That's a level of poignancy that I'm not used to at this hour of the morning.
It's early. I don't have much more, but the tank might be empty. I got one more story after this one.
Only one?
No, but it's related to that, why I do this.
Okay.
Calling the games, it's fun.
Now behind the goal. And Sioux City with 1:40 to go in the period. It comes up the slot, and it's knocked into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage with 1:35 to go.
So last night, I was ticket taking on Friday. I met this woman, last name is Heller, from Eden Prairie. And I go, oh yeah, you got a PWB and a Bantam. I called both their games. Whatever, no big deal. The Squirt's playing last night. Mom comes up, spills her cheese sauce from her pretzel all over the place. And I'm doing the play-by-play on the cheese sauce, and the son scores a goal. The whole family's going crazy. They're listening to Mom spill cheese because they're watching the game from afar.
Oh, funny.
I'm calling Mom dropping cheese sauce, kids scoring goal. They're all laughing. The text streak's going crazy. She goes, "You were making fun of me." I'm like, "You should have been made fun of. You're dropping cheese on the floor and you're missing your son's goal." So I got forever memories. That's why I'm here.
All right. Now back to center ice with just over a minute to go in the second period, and now Thompson is to play it in, and Van Malbeek picks it up in the right corner. 1 minute to go. And now behind the net, Nesbitt over to the far side. And amoeba hockey as the puck comes out to center ice. And Petch plays it in rink wide, chasing after it. For Minnetonka's Brooks Daly. Puck comes free, and Mendez plays it down. Thompson going after it. Gets to it behind the net. 29 seconds to go in the period. And now a centering pass picked off and carried out to center by Petch. And now Petch tries to bring it in, get some help from Mendez. They'll wind up going back to the left of the Minnetonka goal. And now out to the right point. A shot will carry him wide. 3 seconds to go. Centering pass. Broken up, goes to the corner for Piant, and that's the end of the period. And a good one for Sioux City. They scored 3 goals, and they lead it 4-1 after 2 periods of play. Let's step away for a moment. This is Squirtacular here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
anything and everything whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
All right, we're back for third period action. Jeff has stepped away for a moment. Color commentary. Moved into play-by-play. Cooper, shot, blocker save made by Vermeer. And it goes into the corner, and the Musketeers will bring it out. But no, Cooper says, I'm bringing it back in. Jones battles for it, gets it. Takes it on the wide angle shot. Hits the side of the net, and the Musketeers are able to clear it. Not sure this is going to make it for icing. They're going to wave that one off, or they better wave it off because it's not going to make it. Here comes Killian Murphy. What a great name, Killian Murphy. Someone gave that some thought. Osberg on the wide side. Gets it in the zone, gets it back. He'll get a shot off on net. Pat save Vermeer. Here come the Musketeers back. Hallmark with 3. Can he get 4? They dump it in. Murphy gets it out. Now it's Gallagher. Chase. He'll take it right up the middle and now wide with it. Wide angle shot low on net. Vermeer, easy save. Paddles it into the corner. Picking it up for Tonka is Mulcahy. Back to the point. Schnitker finds Gallagher. Gallagher dekes, makes another move, and eventually gets cut off by the Musketeers' defense, and they clear it away. Schnitker takes it wide with steam, gets it all the way in. Schnitker, shot, high and wide, saved by McWhite. Gets it in, but eventually on the stick of Meyer. Tennyson Meyer loses it in the neutral zone. Wildong with it. He'll take it wide. Musketeers doing a great job of giving Tonka that wide angle shot, but never a second chance opportunity. Now we're going to get a penalty on Tonka for a trip, and this is going to be on number 12, Madigan Mulcahy. Chop. That is a slash on Mulcahy. Puck will come all the way down. And it'll be a blocker side face off and the mini power play, or as Jeff said, bite-size power play. Jeff's a big crossword puzzle guy, so that'd be B-I-T-S-I-Z-E, bite-size.
Minnetonka penalty assessment number 12, Madigan Mulcahy.
Thompson goes in the corner, pins it against the boards. I believe that's a delay of game penalty.
At 2:12.
I don't believe you stop play. Again, as a referee, that is a delay of game. I think he's going to give him a warning. If he does that again, that'll be a delay of game. And referee 136 says you can't do that. Smart play if you can get away with it. But he pinned that thing there with like Velcro to the boards. Sioux City fans want a penalty on McWhite. He's kind of roughing him up a little bit. Meyer. Pokes it in. More poking, more prodding. Thompson slapping at it, kicks at it, gets it. 8:56 to go. Tonka's down by 3. Holding it, flipping it. Tonka out of the box. Very short power plays. Big battle along the wall. Kicking it, well done. Rips it along. Holding it in the Musketeers. Piant to Thompson. Thompson gets by the defender, but not the second one. We're going to get a penalty on Petch for a trip or slash or something. With 8:24 to go here in the third. Sioux City up by 3, and they'll go to the box for 60 seconds. And we'll get a face-off to the right of Vermeer. Jeff is back. I'm going to call the rest of this one, Jeff, and you're going to be the color guy.
All right.
We've never done that before.
Okay, let's try it.
Why not? 8
Okay,
minutes. We'll give it a shot.
Go for it.
I'm on a roll, that's why. Stop in front. Pad save, Vermeer. Tripping on Petch. Could have been any form of penalty on that one. Piant fires just wide. Again, a lot of wide angle shots permitted by the Sioux City defense, but not a lot in front since the first half of that first period. Cooper. Deeks, shot. Comes out to the top. And it's picked up by Meyer, who's had a real nice game. Not on the score sheet, but definitely in the trenches. Done a lot of work for the Musketeers. Daly now. Crosses the blue line. On his zone entry, cut off by Hallmark. Stevenson clears it in. He'll get a line change. A massive 6 seconds remain on the power play. Thompson now, shot. Another pad save, Vermeer. Vermeer, 17 shots, 16 saves. Make that 17 saves. Covers that one up with 7:16 to go.
He has really shown composure beyond his years, I think. Hank Vermeer, in this game, he kind of held the ship steady during that first period. And Minnetonka had most of the play and allowed his teammates to get in gear, and now he's the one helping them save that lead.
There's another one. He just looks so comfortable in the net.
Yep.
Vermeer, they make like heavy machinery, and I believe it's a company out of Iowa too.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little research on that.
All right.
He might be not only is he a good goaltender, but he's a manufacturer. That's a pretty nice resume.
Well, if you got heavy equipment on a hockey rink, it should be on the goaltender.
It should be, absolutely.
Right, that's fitting. Bite-sized power play is over.
I made a comment about that earlier.
I think we came up with one here.
I love that. And I made reference to you. You would spell bite, B-I-T-E, because you are a crossword specialist.
I am.
Musketeers hold the zone. Hallmark now. Down low. He's got 3 goals and an assist. Pretty sure I know who's getting the player of the game pin if the game stays the same. In the corner, wheeling out with it, is Augustine. He can't get it. And eventually, nice play there by Van Wahlberg. And now Meyer from the near corner. Feeds it high in the slot, and the skippers will come out. Madigan Mulcahy, 3-on-2, stops, fires again from long distance. And covering up is Vermeer. And in defense is Cole Nesbitt for the Musketeers. 5:29 to go here in the game. Commanding 4-1 lead.
You know, the wing breaks off that 3-on-2 a little bit early. And by coming over the line and has options, has passing lanes, and takes the shot. Maybe a function of trailing by 3 and everybody trying to do something themselves.
Correct. I heard a good term yesterday from the Little Falls squirt coach. He says, yeah, we got a lead and we put our blinders on and stopped passing.
You know, that's a That's a really good phrase.
I liked it a lot. I'm going to use that again. Porter sneaks by, but I think the puck came out of the zone. On the poke check, we get offsides with 5:09 to go. What does Minnetonka have to do here? Hockey experts, Jeff Pappas, to get that next goal, because they need one bad.
You just got to get bodies to the front of the net. And, they, again, you've mentioned it before, Sioux City really doing a nice job of keeping them outside of the grade A scoring spots.
There, Schnittger had a chance, but he shoveled it high over the net.
There's nothing
Really
fancy about
backhand
this.
shoveled that one, just
Yes.
straight up. But he didn't have a wooden handle. It was a graphite handle. Here comes Mulcahy, Father Mulcahy. I had to say it just once.
Yeah?
I just had to say it once, so I had to get that out of my system.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about that, Madigan. He probably has no idea what I'm talking about.
You got to be our age.
You got to be old. Murphy holds the zone. Got a couple Irish kids on the team. You got a McWhite. You got a Murphy. You got a Gallagher. That looks like an Irish name.
McWhite.
McWhite. I don't know. Maybe that could be Scottish, actually.
Possibly, but
That could be. My wife's maiden name was McBean, or her mom, my mother-in-law's was McBean, and that was Scottish.
that's very Scottish. Did you have a tartan?
They had a tartan, yes.
All right.
I have the tartan. It's pretty cool.
All right.
We all got McBean tartans, and the goaltender has been pulled.
With 4 minutes to
Usually
play.
a good color commentator picks up on those things for his play-by-play guy.
Usually. There's a reason I'm not a professional color guy.
I've never taken a shot at you before. That was kind of
Did that feel good?
that felt surreal. Meyer chips it out. Murphy goes back and gets it. And the Irish line is out.
I feel shame.
That's going to be offsides.
But then
I'm not even going to comment about that.
But then I get free.
Yes. Yes, you are. Goalie out, goalie back in.
Minnetonka with 20 shots on goal to 11. Territorially, they've had more of the play, and they trail it by 3 goals.
Yep. I think a part of it has to do with the skill level of a kid like Hallmark. He's just found his chances and buried them. And like you said, just like Tonka hasn't done since the first period, they've stayed out of the. They've been held out of the cookie jar, that little area right in front of the net.
That triangle from the crease out to the face-off dots
Right.
has been non-existent for Minnetonka since their goal. Schmittger was right in the middle of it when they scored it.
Yeah.
But now it's just bodies to the net, all hands to the pumps.
They will not have to pay taxes on that real estate because they have not resided there.
They don't have a home.
Back to neutral zone. Murphy will give it a chase. 3:02 to go. He rips it out to Daly, and it goes in. That's going to be offsides. Goalie will probably go back in. I figure it's kind of pointless at this point. You need 6 skaters. You need 6 skaters. You need that extra man on the loose puck. I've never been take the goalie. Obviously, in front of your own net, but it's in the neutral zone. You want that extra skater to jump on that loose puck. That's the point. Cooper battles with Nesbitt. And now a battle along the wall. Nesbitt gets it, fires it. A little bit of a ping-ponging back and forth there. Cooper to his forehand. Fits it to the middle. There it is. Get your tax bill out. Back to the point. Gallagher shot. Nearly missed the referee. Feeding it in front. They bury it now, and Vermeer makes the play.
Well, one slap shot, and everybody on the ice is ducking.
I'd get out of the way of that thing. Holy smokes, Gallagher's got a rocket. And the referee, just so you know, I talked about officiating. You don't get that close to the net unless the puck is there, and he knew he was a little out of position. And we get a penalty on Sioux City Meyer for probably roughing or cross-check. We'll go 6-on-4.
.222 left. Let's see if they've got
I think they can get one here.
a big enough bite on this power play. 6-on-4.
Gallagher fires. Deflected nicely by Hallmark. Hallmark can play defense too. Fed in front. Chance. Gallagher from the hash. Fires one, gets it to the middle, but taken away by the Musketeers. That hits the glove. Icing has to be waved now. Gallagher will give it a race. I have faith that he'll bring it up. But Hallmark steals it and puts it in the back of the net. And that'll do it.
Fourth goal of the game for Hallmark, and there's his hat trick. Forehand, backhand, shorthanded, empty net. How do you like
He's
that?
He's got it all.
He does.
He has got it all. He's got a lot of different variations there. Style points for Donnie Hallmark. I'm trying to come up with, you're the vocabulary guy, I'm trying to come up with a play on words for Hallmark, right? Calling card.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame?
Hallmark Hall of Fame.
Oh, yes, there you go. Well, he's definitely in our Hall of Fame today. I'm thinking of the Hallmark movies.
Yeah, don't. If you're looking at
I want the Hallmark movies. They're making series now out of about hockey. They got a new one coming out about Minnesota. Did you see that on Netflix?
I did see that.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to watch every second of that. Or maybe I won't like it and turn it off.
How come you're not in it? I guess that's the question.
There's been many jokes that there will be characters like me in it. And our memes guy, Joey, as you know,
yes,
he made up a cast. And apparently John Hamm is playing Tony Scott.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a bit generous, but I'll take it.
Oh, boy.
Here comes Mulcahy on the backhand, under a minute to go. Sioux City leading 5-1. And they'll play for the chip today at 2:30, I believe, because the Platinum chip's at 3:45, if I got my math right. And they'll take on the winner of our next game is California versus... Who's California playing
My
today?
schedule says Des Moines Red against Duluth.
Oh, yes, it is. It is Duluth. Yeah, all right. California's playing in the gold division and the bronze. Sorry. Just felt like California was in everything today. So.
Well, California dreaming is what you're doing.
Yes, we'll be calling a lot of California names today. Mendez fires through the cookie jar. Mulcahy gets it as time expires. The Sioux City Junior Musketeers onto the chip. Jeffrey, any final thoughts?
Well, that's a real nice performance from Sioux City. They absorbed a lot of that early Minnetonka White. They were badly outshot throughout the game. Got a real nice performance from Vermeer in goal. And prevail.
Yeah.
Good for them.
You know, everyone's going to say Hallmark, Hallmark, Hallmark. I think Vermeer was just as important in this
totally
victory
agree.
as, being outshot, but 22 saves, but so many great A's,
Yeah, I totally agree. And it brings a story to mind for me, too, about maybe the player of the game not being the guy that has the most points.
Correct.
I mean, they don't win it without Hallmark, but at the same time, they don't win it without Vermeer either.
No, not at all. Those are the two stars in the game. You're a star. I'm trying to be a star. We'll be back here for game 2 of 8 in just a minute. From the Super Rink, we'll see the Sioux City fans at 2:30 when they take on the winner of the next game for the championship.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow. You do it all. Shoot.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.